Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Aqus, located at 2nd and H Street in downtown Petaluma, historic Petaluma. And it's so nice to be here as we welcome to his restaurant, John Crowley. He is the proprietor here and nice enough to allow us to share space on the second Tuesday of every month. We meet and greet the community, and Kay Chandler, our producer, is here with the camera, and we record it for all of you folks to see, and we'll give you an update about what's going on in the community. First of all, John, we haven't done this in a couple of months because our schedules have kind of been conflicting between the two of us. It's good to see you again.
Well, it's excellent to see you, too. How have you been?
I've been good. Now, I thought I was going to see you on Saturday, June 8th. I know that the Foundry Music Festival took place on that date.
Yes, we had the fourth annual Aqus Foundry Festival here in the Petaluma Foundry Wharf Business Park. Excellent success. It was a benefit concert for COTS, the homeless shelter here in Petaluma. And it was a resounding success. It really was. It was quite fantastic. We had 6 bands, hundreds of people, lots of great food and wine. Of course, our local wineries and local Lagunitas sponsored it, as did many others. And it was really quite a great success. We haven't got the numbers back in from COTS, but we think it was a great success.
Okay, so price of admission is $20 for that event. Maybe it'll stay at that price level next year. But when you go to put the numbers in, even though I didn't make it this year because my schedule came up, add me to the list as far as. Okay, so your total goes up one. So I missed a little bit of music, is what you're saying.
Yeah, missed a little bit of music. A lot of community. We had a whole bunch of people there. We played a lot of. The whole idea of Aqus Community is gathering people together and getting people connected, and we did a lot of that, and it was just a lot of fun.
It was amazing how hot it was.
Well, it wasn't that hot. We thought it was, I think a lot of people were a little nervous about coming down, but as the day progressed, we realized it wasn't going to get too hot, and then a lot of people showed up, so it was great. The weather forecaster said it was going to reach up mid-90s or even hit 100, but it was, I think, a nice 90, 91, and right beside the river, where it's held right beside the river. And you can even arrive by boat if you have a boat. But weather played, and it was great. It was a really nice afternoon.
All right, so there's some great events coming up. It looked like we were going to lose our fireworks show on the 4th of July, and then the Sonoma Media Group, a handful of radio stations that once again are locally owned, stepped up to the plate, and they're underwriting the fireworks show on the 4th of July, so that's going to take place after all.
At the fairgrounds, as always, which is great. It's a great event, really is a nice community event. Again, it gathers people together, and families, young and old, and everybody's there. So it is a great celebration of our independence and what America is.
It'll be great to see because for the first time, we're going to have 5 radio stations broadcasting live. And so what you'll see is the thing promoted like it's never been promoted before when you get a handful of radio stations out there. And I imagine they won't just promote it on the day of the event because they're going to promote it leading up to the event. This is a very big deal for Petaluma and the awareness that will take place and the fun that we'll have. There'll be live music out there. Now, I know a lot of the folks in the Sonoma Media Group, and some of those folks have their own bands, so I imagine that they'll be coming and entertaining. And so it really will be interesting to see the music, the variety of music, and it doesn't get better than having 5 radio stations. Now, one is a talk radio stations, so I don't know, but actually, if the truth be known, Steve Jackson sings a lot of Sinatra and whatnot, and he has a band, so maybe even Steve Jackson from KSRO, maybe he'll wind up entertaining as well out there.
Excellent. I was actually just on the radio last week with Steve Jackson promoting the Aqus Foundry Festival. Great guy, does a lot for the community, really gets the word out about community events, so I'm delighted he's going to be here. One question about that: do you know what time it starts? And is there? I usually watch them from a very secret location, the fireworks that I can't tell you about.
Okay, so here's the deal with the fireworks. The event itself is going to start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the fairgrounds, and there'll be food and festivities and games and whatnot. There'll be music. I believe the music will be going on certainly by 6 o'clock. And all the way through until you got to wait till it gets dark. Now, I don't know why somebody hasn't figured out, because it's going to only vary by a minute each year, depending on where you are, on that quarter of a day, because 1 year out of 4 has leap year. But it's not going to vary by much, but for some reason, they always just say at dusk. So whenever it's deemed dark enough by whoever's shooting off the fireworks, that's when it'll actually start. And they say 9 o'clock, and I'm going, give me a break. It is never dusk at 9 o'clock. So what happens is everybody sits there staring up at the sky, waiting for something to happen, and then you get all these rogue fireworks that go off from all around the vicinity, and people think, is that it? No, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. And then finally you give up, you look down, and then boom, there it was, you missed it.
Well, as far as I know, I think dusk is actually a legal time that happens. It's some function of the sunset. It's 23 minutes before actual sunset in your location. I'm not exactly sure what that number is, but they should know. I'm sure they do know.
All right, so you mean dusk is like 23 minutes after sunset?
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah,
23 minutes before sunset's a long way short of shooting off fireworks. Exactly. Well, we blew up $20,000 worth of fireworks. We thought it was 23 minutes before. Go figure. Nobody told me it was after.
You're right. Thanks for the correction.
Okay, we want to make sure they don't make that mistake. Okay, so fireworks are going to be a little bit different this year than they have been. The size of the cannon will be smaller. The height of the fireworks shooting up into the air will be less. So when you say you're not going to disclose where it is you witness these fireworks from, well, that's fine, except that the angle of view will not be the same as it's been on a historical basis, so just factor that in.
That's it. Actually, maybe this year I will actually go to the fairgrounds, watch the fireworks from underneath.
I'm going to be there.
Okay, well, maybe I'll see you there this year. I usually go and watch it this side of the river, watch the reflections in the river. It's actually very pretty.
Okay, so now I'm going to share a little bit of the truth here with you, all right? I come from a family of aviators. My brother flew F-4s in the Marine Corps. Before he went into the Marine Corps to fly, he had a private pilot's license, and we thought, wouldn't it be a grand thing, and this is down in San Diego, to get up into the air and witness the fireworks from the air. Yeah. We thought we'd be like in the flak, you know. Well, they don't shoot the fireworks up nearly high enough, and when you fly to FAA restricted levels, and that's as low as you're allowed to go, the fireworks were so far below us that it looked like matchbooks. So what we thought was going to be one of the greatest fireworks shows ever turned out to be one of the things that we've talked about all of our lives. So fireworks, sometimes they just, they're a nice illusion. They look like they go way up into the sky. They don't quite really go all that high.
Plus, you're probably, to see them, you're probably flying on their side all the time, or trying to anyway, so that might be a little uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, especially for the passenger, I'll tell you this, we've done some crazy things in our life. One year we were in Lake Michigan, and we went kayaking, and they actually do have spectacular fireworks shows out on the lake in Lake Michigan, but we picked the year that they had a malfunction. So here we were, we kayaked out on Lake Michigan, and we're sitting there, and it's expensive to rent a kayak on the 4th of July. But, money's no object. Why? Because because we're rich, but because we're stupid. So we go out there on the lake on the 4th of July, and we're sitting there waiting, and it's starting to get cold on Lake Michigan. And as we wait and wait and wait and wait, and you're out of communication with any radio contact. So about 2 hours later, we paddle back to shore, and they say, gee, it's too bad about the malfunction this year. They did not have the fireworks that year, but we paid overtime for the kayak because we were out there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So I'm looking forward to our fireworks going off, dependable, from Sonoma Media Group.
Absolutely. You didn't get your money back from the kayak, did you?
No. No,
okay, well,
that's Chicago, That's the way it is in Chicago. Yeah. So, anyway.
Should we get on with a couple of the community events?
That let's do that.
Everybody knows about. Are you a poet?
Am I what?
A poet. A poet.
I thought you asked if I was a Pole. I thought, no, I'm not.
No, you're not. Okay, well. I just want to let the community know we've just started a really nice event here. I'll hold this up. It's called the Rivertown Poets. It's Amusing Mondays, and this is a new poetry series featuring Bay Area poets and possibly you. So we do have an open mic spot in that, and that's happening on the first Monday of every month.
We have council meetings at that time.
No wonder you're not a poet. Oh, well, you're going to miss it. Anyway, first Monday of every month here at, guess where, Aqus Cafe. And I'm just going to hold this up so that people can see that. New event, and it's attracting quite a lot of great poets from the area. We've had the Poet Laureate from Sonoma County read, and I hope to see you guys next time.
That's a good deal. So what time at night do you do this?
Sign-ups at 6:30, and reading starts at 6:45.
Do you know that there are people that come that actually have poetic skills that read their comments at public comment? Now, they would be able to come here maybe and utilize those skills on the first Monday, and then they could still come to City Hall and enlighten us on the third Monday.
Well, that might be some competition for the city council, maybe. We'll see. Okay, next thing I want to make sure everybody knows about is amazing event, one of my favorite Petaluma events. It's the Art and Garden Festival put on by the Petaluma Downtown Association. That's going to be Sunday, July 14th. And it's, I'm trying to read through this. It's pretty much all day. Starts, let me just turn this around again. When does it start? Starts 11 a.m. in the morning. That's great. Goes to 5 p.m. There's music and laughter and games and vendors. And I see Gentry Bronson's playing this year. That's great. One of my favorite. I know that guy. He's a great musician. So yeah, that's down in downtown Petaluma, of course. Beautiful downtown Petaluma. So see you on Sunday, July 14th.
I'm looking forward to that. That's always one of the great events that happens here in Petaluma.
And next thing, okay, also Petaluma Downtown Association sidewalk sale. I do need my glasses for this.
And I need a drink.
Okay. All right. This is going to be on, wrong glasses. It is July 27th and 28th. I guess that's a Saturday and Sunday. Great event. It's supporting our downtown. It really is important to support our downtown. I guess they all. Can we get political?
Yeah, this is, hey, come on.
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Well, Target's going to be opening soon. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows, I'm going to go to Target probably. I was trying to think of the other day, actually, what are the things that you can buy that you have to go to Target for that you can't buy in downtown Petaluma? Because I want to, actively think about, if I do go there, can I buy it in downtown Petaluma and support my friends and people that support my cafe and support each other? And I just want people to think about, when they do go to Target, that where their money is going. It's not going to downtown Petaluma, not going to people that we know. Anyway, so definitely go to the sidewalk sale. That is July 27th, 28th.
And I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I was over at the new shopping center because it's kind of opening up incrementally here, and we're going to have some footage on Sprouts, which is the grocery component there, at least one of them, one of the shopping opportunities. And then, actually, the truth be known, out of that shopping center, when I first had the conversation the first time with Regency in May of 2004, and we were looking at bringing a electronics store to Petaluma as part of the package. And I had said to the CEO, actually, of Regency, I'll buy my flat screen TV. I'm going to wait to buy one, and I'll buy it when we open up what we thought was going to be Circuit City, which now is a company that's bankrupt. So all these many years later, at the groundbreaking for the shopping center, and somebody brought up the comment that I said I was going to buy a flat screen TV because I thought it was going to be open by Christmas of 2006.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So what happens is I say, look, I'm going to buy the first set of golf clubs at Dick's Sporting Goods because I gave up a long time ago on buying that flat screen TV. And so my wife knows I've waited all this time to buy that set of golf clubs, and that's a campaign promise that I kept. Okay. So we've got a little bit of footage of me coming out of Dick's with a brand new set of golf clubs, and it's Dick's Sporting Goods instead of an electronics store. That certainly works for me. People that know my electronics skills, they may or may not know of my lack of golf skills, but they certainly know of my lack of electronic skills.
I think we played a round of golf.
We did.
We did, and actually it was the first and only round of golf I've ever played in my life.
And I think the same could be said of Tiffany Renee that joined us that day, because I remember it, and we're going to talk to Tiffany in a little bit. But I love golf. If the truth be known, I really do. It's the greatest game ever invented in my mind. Anyway.
Yeah, you look pretty good to me.
Well, anyway, so we're going to get more going on, but we do want people to support the downtown. I do want people to realize that out of that shopping center came the new junior high. That was part of the package. So the kids that have gone to the school, the Kenilworth Junior High as it exists today, and it's a wonderful campus. It's a completely different experience than the old Kenilworth Junior High. Without the shopping center that is there at Regency, the old junior high would still exist and kids would not be going to that good campus. And that is just a statement of truth.
Well, you're looking at the positive side, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, so what else is happening?
Okay, so we've got nice event that we've just started, and it's going on the first Tuesday of every month. And this is sponsored by IONS, the Institute of Noetic Sciences here in Petaluma. Quite an amazing organization. Study consciousness, and there's a great program they're hosting. It's hosted actually by they're sponsoring it, hosted by Daniel Osmer, and it's called Science Buzz Cafe, and it's really interesting. He brings in really world-class scientists to share their knowledge, share their information. We've got, for example, on probably August 6th is the next one that's going to be. It's about, what is this? Can you read that word? I can't even read that word.
Archaeomythologist or something. I need reading glasses. Yeah, it looks like 3 words, but they're all run together, so they're one. Anyway, it's a big, long word. I know one of the astronauts, elderly gentleman that went to the moon, and I'm having mind block on his name, but he's a member of this.
Yes. Now you passed on your mind block to me. they're like yawns, they catch. So anyway, just what's his name? Edgar Mitchell. Thank you.
Edgar Mitchell. That is it. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll just hold this up. Science Buzz Cafe, first Tuesday of every month here at Aqus Cafe.
All right.
All right, what do we got next? We've got, excellent. The Petaluma, you've been to this, I know you have been to this. The Petaluma Music Festival.
I love that. I may be in Los Angeles this year on that date. I don't know, but I might make it back. Do I see August 4th on that or August 3rd?
August 3rd.
Going to be tight. I might make it back.
Yeah, Saturday, August 3rd. You've got, what a lineup of people we've got. Oh, God, these are not my glasses.
Well, I can read it for you, okay? Because these I can see. Okay. We've got lunch from 12:30 to 1, soup sandwich. We've got Brothers Comatose from 1:30 to 2:30. We've got Stone Foxes from 3 to 4. We have Sean Hayes from 4:30 to 5:30. We have the Pimps of Joytime from 6 to 7. We have Xavier Rudd from 7:30 to 8:45. And that's on the festival stage. And then it goes to the pavilion stage, because there's something going all the time at this. From 1 to 2 is Gin. Yeah. And from 2:30 to 3:30 is the Easy Leaves. From 4 to 5 is Naco and Medicine for the People. From 5:30 to 6:30 is Stroke 9. And all of that on the pavilion stage. Continuing the pavilion stage from 4 to 4:30 is Victoria George. From 5:30 to 6, the Incubators. From 7 to 7:30, David Lunning.
Dave Lunning, yeah. Great.
And it's a wonderful day. I mean, there is just so much music and fine wines and spirits, and Lagunitas, I'm sure, will be there. General admission now is $30. The pre-sale was $25. That's sold out. The VIP premium reserved in the shaded area with hors d'oeuvres and limited selections of wonderful, tremendous wines, limited to your ability to still stand while you drink them. $75 for those VIP premium tickets. VIP seating is limited. A discount for students age 13 to 17. They can purchase tickets for $15 at the door. Children 12 and younger, when accompanied by a paying adult, are free. And ticket prices will increase by $5 on the day of the event. And it is a great event. And if I can possibly make it back from Los Angeles, I'm going to be there at that event. I've made it every single year, I think, without fail. And this year, the schedule complicates a bit, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to be there. And just make sure that everybody knows it is in aid of music in the Petaluma schools. You can't get a better organization than that, and better cause than that. So
okay, so if I'm not there, I'll buy a ticket. I mean, I'm good for that, right? I even have a track record. That's what I'll do.
All right, so just a reminder again, it's Saturday, August 3rd, and it starts about noon. So get that on the calendar. What else we got? We get another wonderful event. I don't have the poster for that. I just printed out a bit of the website. It's the Taste of Petaluma. And that is, can you see a date on that? I can't see it.
It's usually toward the end of September, because it's after school is back. So we'll have more on that next month.
Yeah, we'll have more on that. You can go to tasteofpetaluma.com and you'll find that information there. One other thing, two final things. One, we've got a great movie coming up in the Sunflower Center. And if you haven't been to the Sunflower Center, you really got to go over there. It's over by North McDowell, in behind it. What's the name of that business park over there? It's a Redwood Business Park, I think. It's smack in the middle of the business park. There's a really great community center / cafe, and they're hosting on Sunday, June 23rd, 3 p.m. A fierce green fire, the battle for a living planet.
So people may not know the name of that business park, but it's kind of near Applebee's, but in that vicinity.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Great movie. It's about, we are heading towards troubling times. The climate is changing. I don't think anybody's fighting about whether it is or not anymore, or what the causes are. And we've got to do something about it. Really do.
Yep, the climate is changing. That's for sure. And
pretty much so our last thing, I've even got a T-shirt for it. There's a T-shirt. It's the Petaluma Palooza. And that's a cooperative event. It's a business and community expo. And we hold it, Aqus Community produces it together with Petaluma Downtown Association and the Petaluma Arts Center. That's Saturday here. Saturday afternoon, Saturday, September 21st, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that's, I'm going to hold this up again so that everybody can see it. It's, as I said, it's a community business expo with a lot of businesses, a lot of community people, a lot of non-profits, a lot of businesses, music, dancing, just a real nice way to get your message out there, be it a business, be it a non-profit, be it an individual. So I'll see you then, Saturday, and I keep on saying Sunday. It's Saturday, September 21st. You can go to petalumapalooza.com and find out how to get a booth.
Well, that looks like a lot going on in our town, and there always is. Thank you, John, for the update. Sure. I always enjoy it.
Very welcome indeed. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here, too.
All right, so John Crowley, the proprietor of the Aqus Cafe.
Shower laughing by the hour. Life is such a breezy game. I love all kinds of weather long as we're together. I love to hear you say my name. I love good wine, fine cuisine, candlelight. Don't you know I love the scene? Now, baby, you know just what I mean. Oh, you know just what I mean. Baby, you know just what I mean. I love it.